Hello, San Clemente friends and neighbors. School is now back in session and there are some significant changes happening in the local housing market. If you've considered buying or selling in San Clemente this fall, or if you just like to keep tabs on what's going on, you'll definitely want to see this report, so stay tuned. Hey there, it's Ryan Schramm. I'm the broker and owner of Ryan Schramm Real Estate here in San Clemente. As your realtor, it's my goal to keep you informed on what's happening in our local market and how that affects your house. In this August housing market update, we're going to review 7 key statistics that help me analyze, keep track, and forecast what's happening in our local market. All right, so let's dive into this. Key stat number 1, buyer demand. All right, so demand is measured by the number of pending sales over the month prior. If we take a look at that, demand is relatively unchanged. South Orange County is sitting at around 1,576 pending sales at the moment, which is down 17% from last year. Also, if we take a look at the years 2017, 18, and 19, our demand today is more than 60% less. The second indicator I like to look at, inventory levels. This is a big one. It's a question I get asked all the time. Hey, how many houses are on the market in San Clemente? So right now, as of August 29th, there are 107 active or coming soon listings in San Clemente. In the last week, we've had 11 new listings and we've had 7 houses fall out of escrow and come back onto the market. So if we compare that with last month, not much change. Last month, there was 105 active or coming soon listings to choose from. The third key indicator we're gonna look at are price reductions. So out of the 105 active listings we have on the market in San Clemente, in the last week's time, there's been 10 price reductions. Those 10 price reductions, we took an average. The average price reduction is $127,000. So as you can see, that number, that indicator is a good way to keep tabs on what sellers are experiencing when they put their house on the market. With buyer demand being a little bit lower, some sellers are having to reduce their price to get the attention, to get the showings and the momentum that their house needs to sell. On that note, if you're curious about your home's value, you don't want to bother a realtor to come out and tell you what it's worth, you can check out this really cool automated home value tool that I use. It's way better than a Zestimate or a Redfin estimate or a Realtor.com estimate. As you probably know, you can go on any of those 3 websites and get a wildly different number. Check out the one that I use. I put a link to it in the video description below. Key stat number 4, and here's where I think there's some significant changes, or depending on the way you want to look at it, things are not going as predicted. A lot of people predicted that interest rates would come down by now. I know of a lot of buyers, I know of a lot of professionals who were thinking rates are going to come off of that 6 or 7% and they're going to be back into the 5% range by the fall. Well, that is absolutely not happening right now. Interest rates are actually up a tick from where they were in our spring and early summer markets. My lender is currently quoting 7.25% for conforming loans and 7.625% for non-conforming loans for 30 years fixed. So if we compare those rates to what my lender was quoting last month, which was 6.825% for conforming and 6.625% for non-conforming, you can see we've had some significant changes there. Key stat number 5, number of closed sales. As of August 29th, we're sitting at 51 closed sales in San Clemente. And if we look back at the last 2 months, we're at 47 closed sales in July and 52 closed sales in June. All right, here's one of my favorites. Key stat number 6, the expected market time. This is what every seller should understand and know before they put their house on the market to manage expectations. For homes priced between $1 million and $2 million, the expected market time right now is 42 days. That is a pretty darn fast expected market time, so much so that that would be categorized as a hot seller's market, and that $1 to $2 million price range actually represents 34% of all of Orange County's home supply. Now let's jump up to that next price bracket, which is $2 to $4 million. The expected market time in that range nearly doubles, up to 82 days on market. But believe it or not, that is still categorized as a seller's market. And if we look at how many homes in Orange County County are priced between $2 and $4 million. Well, that's right around 17 to 18%. All right, our final indicator, number 7, the selling season. We're always looking at what season we're in. Right now, summer's quickly coming to an end. I can't believe it that we're already entering into that fall/autumn market. Kids are back to school. People typically during this time, if they had buying a home on their radar or even selling a home on their radar, they get with it for the last little month or two before the holiday season. So I've always really liked this market, whether you're a buyer or a seller, because it seems like there's a little bit of a push that takes place before the holidays. So we'll definitely be watching to see if that happens again this year. With low inventory, interest rates up, it's going to be a very, very interesting autumn market. So be sure and stay tuned for these housing market updates that I do in San Clemente. You can always find them here on YouTube. Watch the commercials so that you can keep tabs on what's going on with your home value.